Hello, Jeff Foster, WebBiz Ideas. This tutorial is going to help you to determine if you have a good chance of ranking #1 in Google. Commonly internally we call this authority analysis. The reason is, the goal of it is to determine how many links or the authority your website has compared to your competitors. So in other words, we're determining if you're doing a better job at SEO or your competitors are. And we're looking to check and record this every single month to see if we're growing faster than our competitors. You'll need a few resources. You can download them all from our website. But to explain the tutorial and the main template you'll be using, let me show you that. So this is the template. It's called Site Authority Template. In short, it allows you to record your company information in yellow and your competitors' information in pink. So if you always keep finding the same competitors in Google coming up for the keywords that you want to rank #1 for, and you're wondering why do they rank #1 and not me, this tutorial, this template is going to give you a bird's eye view of perhaps why they are ranking #1 and you're not. And then at the same time, it's going to determine, well, can you rank #1? Am I growing faster than they are? Perhaps in a few months, I have a good chance of ranking #1 ahead of them. So the tutorial is broken up into 3 different sections. Step 1 is just downloading this template and having it. Step 2 is going to be filling it out, and then step 3 is going to be figuring out what all these numbers mean, or analyzing it. So step 2, filling out this template. Here is a template that's already filled out. Where do we get these numbers? So if you're a business owner entering in this information, I'm going to teach you how to enter these numbers in first, or if you've given this task to an employee, this is how you fill out this template. So you really only need one resource, and that's a tool called Open Site Explorer. And it's from a company called SEO Moz. And so this is what it looks like. You simply enter in your website or web page here, and it gives you all the data. So for this example, we're using a website called smellywasher.com. We've entered in the URL here, and now they've given us all the information. That says page authority is 58, right? Well, that's the first row there, page authority, 58. We entered that in there. We go back, it says domain authority is 49. Well, we enter in 49 into the domain authority row. And it goes in order, and so we just go down the line, linking root domains, copy and paste, total links, copy and paste, Facebook shares, Facebook likes, tweets, Google+, and we just enter in this information here. So that's very simple. Take the website, put it into here, and copy it. Now you have your competitors. You take this URL and you put it into Open Site Explorer, and you copy that information and you put it into here. Very, very simple. So if you're a business owner, all you need to do is enter in the URLs or the web pages that you want to track every single month here, and then you just copy and paste it into Open Site Explorer. Now the only columns that are not in there are these bottom ones. Page indexed Google and page indexed Bing. All you need to do is go to Google, type in this search operating term, site : right there, and then type in your URL. And it's going to give you, it says about 51 results. So that's the number that we're interested in, 51, and we come back here and enter it in there. So obviously this has changed a little bit since the last time we ran this report. But that's what you do. You do that in Google, and then you do that in Bing, and you bring those numbers into here. Personally, I wouldn't worry about domain age and domains hosted on the same server. You can see our written tutorial on how to do that, though, if you want to add that into this tutorial. But really, that's how you get this information. And you do this for your company, and you do this for your competitors every single month, right? Month 1's there, right? And then you just go down the line every single month. So this way you can determine if you're growing faster than your competitors, and you're determining if you can actually rank ahead of them. So that's really it for step 2, which was filling out this template. Step 3 is analyzing it, right? What do all these numbers mean? In the tutorial I said I'm going to show you how you can determine, right, if you can rank #1 for the keywords that you're going for. So how do we do that? Well, the main numbers that you want to pay attention to are really on top. It's page authority and domain authority. Now you can go to Open a Site Explorer and you can read more about each one of these. But in short, the page authority tells you how valuable each page that you're analyzing is. And the domain authority tells you how important the domain is that you're analyzing. So let me give you an example that would help you see this. For example, one of our competitors is Amazon. Now this is the page that we entered into there, right? Because this is the web page that's ranking number 1. Amazon.com is not ranking ahead of, right, our client. It's this page is, right? The page selling this product. So the page has a score of 48 out of 100. Right, all these two numbers, right? It's 58 out of 100, 49 out of 100. So for this page, it's 48, and the domain's 100, right? Because it's Amazon. You can't get higher than Amazon for authority. So they have 100, but we're interested more in the page. So in short, the domain is definitely important, but the page is even more important. So that's really what we're interested in, and so. Right, our client has a page of 58 out of 100. The next client is 59, 48, 52, and 53. So right, they're doing pretty well. They're ranking ahead of everyone, actually, even Amazon, except for Tide. And the domain is 49, Tide 71, Amazon's 100, and their other competitors are 42 and then 80 with Clorox. Obviously huge national brands that they're competing against. And so in short, if you're a business owner and you're analyzing this information, right, you want the higher number, right? If you are a new website, for example, this is one that just started, just launched, your page authority could be very low initially. It's 21, it's now increasing a couple months in at 22. Your competitors are at 54, perhaps 28, 84, right? This is what it's going to look like as a new website. And you obviously want to grow this, right? You want this number 22 to get higher than 54, because in Google's eyes, then this page is more valuable than this page, than this page, than this page. And Google ranks the most valuable web pages number 1. So in theory, right, in a perfect world, if you have a higher number than your competitors, you should rank higher for more keywords. Again, that statement's untrue because there's so many factors that go along with it. But if you're looking for a bird's eye view of, hey, why am I not ranking number 1? And you come here and it says, whoa, I'm ranked 22 out of 100 and my competitor is 54. Well, obviously that gives you a good indication of, hey, I got some work to do. I got to catch up. And at the same time, since you're recording this every month, you can say, hey, month 7, I'm all of a sudden 50. I'm getting pretty close. I should see some correlation. I should see my rankings improving and getting very close to my competitor, since the data, since Open Site Explorer is saying, hey, my pages are getting more valuable. So that makes sense. So that's what you're looking for those top numbers. Now, really, all the rest are calculated into this, right? This is the final score. And all these factors are what makes up that score. There's other factors too, but in general, that's what it is. The rest of the numbers, right? Linking root domains, this is how many different websites or different domain names are linking to your web page. So for this one, it's 468 different websites are linking to smellywasher.com. The total links, 1,481, that means those 468 domain names are linking to smellywasher.com 1,481 times. So right, one domain name could, hey, have a couple links on it or a few links on it. They mentioned the company a few times, right? That's what that means. And so that's a good metrics to look at, but again, it's not the end all be all, right? Because as a business owner and doing SEO, you already realize it's not how many links you get to your website, but the quality of those links. So at the same time, this is still a good indication of how your website's doing to your competitors. At the same time, hey, if you hired an SEO company, you kind of want to track this, right? Are they actually building links that matter? Are they actually building links? Am I improving? This is going to give you a good indication of that. Same with Facebook shares, likes, tweets, right? If you're doing a social media engagement strategy, is it working? Am I getting more followers, or am I just staying the same? Or hey, are my competitors, doing a lot more than me? Maybe I should check out what they're doing, because it seems like whatever they're doing is working. Right? That's where this information comes in handy. So right now, these are just a bunch of numbers. I said, right, in theory, the higher the number, the better. You want more and higher numbers than your competitors. But why is that? Well, let's look at another example. So this is a new site, Data Centers Delivered. Again, they have a lower score. Their page is 22, right? This client's been a client for years, is 58. Now, does that correlate with rankings? At the same time, this client has 58, and it's right at the top competitor at 59, and it's above everyone else. So again, in theory, they should be ranking number 1 for their keywords. And this is what we see. If you look at this column right here, column K, right, it's the rankings for a lot of keywords. And you can see they're number 1, number 2, right, number 3 for hundreds of keywords if we would show you all of them. And so that makes sense. Now, Data Centers Delivered, the site just launched like 2 months ago. And I apologize for different ranking, visualizations here. But it's been a few months. They've been improving. And hey, they're ranking on the first page for some of their keywords already. But at the same time, right, they've got a long way to go. They're on page, what is this? Page 3, page 4, page 5, right? Some of these words aren't even ranking at all yet. So there's definitely correlation with, right, the authority or the page authority and rankings. And so what you're going to find if you're a new site and you're filling out this information and you have a low one and your competitors have a high one, well, that's the reason. And usually it's, right, they are building more links from more domain names than you are. And so that's what you want to improve on. That's what we have to improve on for this client, right? Domain authority, there's only 7 different domain names that are linking to them. And by the way, Open Site Explorer gives you that information. If you would type in that information, right, for Smelly Washer, we can see, hey, we've been working for them for years. Some of these links are from some high quality sites, right? Hey, about.com, talked about our client, Smelly Washer. It's a nice link there, right? We've talked to other ones. We've got editorials written, the Star Tribune. It's talking about the product, right? Someone else did a review about it. Hey, eHow talked about how to remove smelly, basically odor from your washing machine, and one of the resources was Smelly Washer down here, right there. So this is the reason why these numbers are high, right? Is a lot of work has been done, and so this template is going to really show you how much work you have to do. At the same time, if your competitors are building links faster than you are, you can use Open Site Explorer at the same time to track what they're doing. Every month you can determine, hey, what new links did they build? Maybe I can copy that. But in short, when you're analyzing this data, you're looking for your numbers to be higher. At the same time, you're looking for your numbers to grow faster than your competitors because you want to surpass them. So that's the tutorial on how to determine if your website is going to be able to rank number 1 in Google, or determining when that's even possible, and really to find out how valuable your website is in Google's eyes. So if you have questions, you can go to our written tutorial on our website and ask us. Otherwise, feel free to download all these resources and see how valuable your website is.